If you love peanut butter for breakfast, these baked peanut butter donuts are going to be your new favorite treat. These donuts come together in about 25 minutes. They're baked and we make them in one pan. And I also have a secret for you, and that is a nice little ingredient that makes them taste like they came right out of a bakery. I'm Marley. In my kitchen, I love creating vegan recipes that taste so good you won't believe that they're plant-based. Let's get to it. We'll begin this recipe with the dry ingredients. I call these staple ingredients because these are things you probably already have in your kitchen right now. We start with 1¼ cup of all-purpose flour. I've tested this recipe with gluten-free flour and it works just fine. And then to that, we're going to add 1/2 cup of brown sugar. That's packed brown sugar too. And I have 1/4 cup of peanut butter powder. I love using peanut butter flour because it gives a nice peanut butter flavor without weighing the donuts down. I have 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And this is the secret ingredient. Here we're adding just 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, but that's what gives your baked donuts that delicious bakery store level donut flavor. So we're just going to stir these together. And then what I like to do is just create a little well in the center because we're just going to do this all in one bowl because who has time for 2 bowls? We just don't. So here I have 1/3 cup of vegan yogurt. You can use coconut yogurt, any of your favorite plain yogurt will work here. I'm using Foragers. I love they've got a cashew yogurt that I just really love. And then to that, I'm going to add, this is 1 tablespoon of melted coconut oil. And then we're going to add, because we want to really emphasize this peanut butter flavor, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. This is natural peanut butter and it's on the runny side, but I really like it. It has a lot of beautiful natural peanut butter flavor. And then we have 1/3 cup of almond milk. And finally, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So what I like to do is just initially stir in the center and then slowly start incorporating the dry ingredients. I like a very thick batter. You can see this is very thick. I find using a thick batter means that you'll get a nice tall donut. When the batter is too thin, then your donuts will be a little bit more flat, and we really want these donuts to be nice and tall. I have this silicone pan that I absolutely love, and one thing I love about it is that first of all, you don't have to spray it with vegetable cooking spray. And if you've been using a metal pan, I think you might actually end up loving this because the donuts just pop right out of the pan. And it seems like when I was using a metal pan, no matter what I tried, they would always stick a little bit. So this is just a great addition to your kitchen. And I also like to use a cookie dough scoop. The other option could be that you could put the dough in a plastic bag and cut off the tip and then spread it around. But I find this cookie dough scoop works just fine. What I do is just put a couple of scoops on each compartment. I've formulated this batter to work just perfectly with a 6 compartment donut pan, a regular donut pan. If you're using a mini one, you're going to have a lot more. You'll probably have to bake it in 2 batches. And then what I do is I get my little spatula and just spread it around. Now I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and these are going to bake for right around 15 minutes. While the donuts are baking, let's make the glaze. It begins with 1/3 cup of peanut butter powder. I have this in a bowl, and to that I'm adding 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. I think it's so nice to have a glaze that you can make that's made without powdered sugar. To that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of neutral vegetable oil. This is canola oil that I'm using. And then we'll just stir that together. And you can see here what we've got is a very thick consistency. So here's where I add, let's see, we're going to add like 2 tablespoons of almond milk. You can also substitute something richer if you want a richer sauce, like a little bit of, let's see, vegan creamer or oat milk. It works great too. And we're just going to stir that in. Kind of give it a vigorous whisk at the end to break up any clumps that might have formed. This is perfect. It's a great consistency. We'll be able to dip the donuts in this, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for them to come out of the oven. Another thing I really love about this pan is that you can let the donuts cool pretty much completely in the pan before you remove them. And just watch how easy they come out, because what we're going to do is just pop up from the bottom, and then what I like to do is just twist it a little bit to separate it from that center cone. And then voila. We'll do that with another one. Again, just give it a twist. Perfect donuts. Okay, now it is time to add our peanut butter glaze. And what I like to do is just have a bowl that's big enough to just dip the donut in directly. And I turn the donut upside down, and we're just going to twist it in there a little bit just to make sure we get the donut coated. And then, of course, remove any excess. How beautiful is that? And then the question comes down to what toppings, if any, that you're going to add to your donuts. So, for example, I like adding a little bit of chopped nuts, and I have here just some that you can add. You can do chopped peanuts, chopped almonds, whatever you've got on hand, but they really do add a nice little crunch. You make sure you add this to the glaze while it's still wet, because once that glaze dries, you won't be able to get the topping to stick to it. Another really fun idea is I have these dairy-free mini white chocolate chips, and I thought that they would add just some beautiful color and just some fun flavor too. But of course, you can't go wrong with the flaky sea salt. So I think to the nut one, I think it would be fun. It kind of gives it a, what do you think, like a payday vibe if you add a little bit of flaky sea salt. I would love to hear from you. What's your favorite donut topping? Are you going to go with the white chocolate, or are you going to add chopped nuts, flaky sea salt? Leave a comment, let me know. I love hearing from you. If you like today's recipe, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. These really are very good.